Today I'm gonna show you a confirmation card that I made for my godson. I'm a godmother and I have a godson. So here, when you are a Lutheran Christian, like I am, you get confirmated when you are around 15, 16, and that means that when you're born, you will be what's it called, baptized, and when you are 15 and 16, you will accept that you became baptized as a child, and we will have this big ceremony in the church, and you will go to a camp to talk about God with priests and everything like that. So it's really a big journey. It usually takes weeks of being in the church, talking to priests, being at the camp and all that. And the camp usually lasts a week, that you're away from your parents and you're just with the priest and other people related to the church. So it's a really big thing for us Lutheran Christians. So I made this card as a confirmation card. It's called confirmation. I don't know if American has it or Catholics, but this is a confirmation cards, and here it says to the confirmated. That's the till confirmanden. That's to the person who became confirmated. And you open it. It's wood pattern here, and you open it up, and here we have. This is the date that it happens, the confirmation. And here we have Matthew 13:32. That's the saying about the tree, that it's the smallest of all the seeds, but once it grows up, it becomes the greatest tree of them all. And that tree will be shelter for the birds, so the birds can have homes and create families there. And I wanted my godson to know that I was supposed to say my great son. No, what am I saying here? Oh, this word. I wanted my godson to know that even though he is just one human and he thinks that he's maybe small in the world, I want him to know that one human can make a big difference, and one human can do a lot of good in life, just like one tree will grow up and become big and become a home to the birds. So my godson can become a really good person when he grows up and do really nice, good things for others. So I wanted to compare him to a tree or a little seed, that a little seed grows up to become a big tree. So that's what I chosen here. And we have some leaves here and birds. There are birds giving food to each other, sitting on a branch. And here I just explain it to him, that, and here are the greetings from us, and on the back side just a little bird and my signature. And this card was really easy to make. I started out by A5 base card, and Claire, you're gonna tilt it like this. And this background here was really easy to make. You will take a A5 card and you will put it on one of these Fiskars texture plates, and this one is called wood grain. And you will just, really one thing that you have to remember when you're using these Fiskars, you will have to make the paper wet. So be sure to sprinkle on a lot of water on top of this. Then you're gonna make your sandwich, put the side that you want to be shown down, put your sandwich and run it through your Cuttlebug or maybe your Big Shot. I use a Big Shot. And then you will have this nice pattern here of wood grain. Let it dry. This technique will not work if it's wet, so let it dry, completely dry. Then you will take some parchment paper. This is really, this kind of paper, really, wax paper might work as well. You're gonna use 1 drop of distress ink. This is tea dye. You can use whatever you want. Then you're gonna once again sprinkle on a lot of water, and then you're gonna use your roller. It's not a roller blade, it's just a roller, plastic roller. And you're gonna go around and get the color on top of this one, and then you will just go around carefully pressing it down so you will get color evenly on this. And I can show you here, I did with red. This is another pattern, the same technique. This is the debossed side and this is the embossed side. Here we have some swirls, and here we have the wood grain, actually also the same technique. So it will become really nice if you do it really carefully, and the better impression the higher the impression, the easier it is to get color. As you can see, when the impression gets soft or around the corners, you will get some smearing, but it's really nice even though you do get that. So try it out with the roller, and that's how I did that with tea dye and this wood grain. Oh, that's the wrong side, there we go. This wood grain, and I cut it out with Victorian scissors by Fiskars, and I used my color applicator with tea dye and went around the corners to get it darker around the corners, and then I just glued it on with double-sided tape. I have a hair there, doggy hair, and then this greeting here that says to the, not a greeting, it's saying to who this card goes to. That's a stamp set by Inka Dinka Do, and I used that one, and this one is called Mason Frames. And there's a few frames here, and I used that one. And I put it on with black ink, and I cut it out with scissors, and then I just went around the corner again with my distress ink applicator and put it on with some double-sided glue dots, dimensional glue dots, glue foam pads, what are they called? Dimensional something, so that it will stand up a little bit. When you open it up, I just printed it with a computer. I wrote it on the computer and I printed it out, cut it out again with Victorian scissors by Fiskars, and went around the corners with tea dye. Then these stamps here of the leaves, all of the leaves is from a stamp set by Megillo, and they are just leaves that you can take whatever leaf you want. I stamped it with black, and I colorated it with some distress ink, peeled paint. I use 1 drop of paint, and then I draw or colorate with my water brush. This is filled with water. You pick up a little bit of color, and then you're just gonna paint. So that's how you do that to get them green. The birds, the little birds here in these pictures, are also from Megillo, and here we have those birds. I don't think these have a name. They are just exchangeable clear stamps. They don't really have a name, but this is just a farm set with small birds. The other birds that I have, that you can see up there and on the back side, they are from Mountain Birds, really small stamp set, really cute. I used this one with the lovebirds, and then I used this one with the bird on the branch. Really nice small stamps, and I just used black for them. And then you write your greeting here, and on the back side my little signature. And I also made this flower card. This is just a simple flower card. It says to Christopher, his name is Christopher. I used a stamp in the corner. Here's a hole so you can put the thread through to the flowers. There you have a greeting inside. This is just something to go with the flowers. And on the side here I used my small by X-Cut corner punch on the corners here, and that's just something for the flowers. And here we have the present, so everything is sort of like brown, so you will get a present. It's a cross in necklace cross for men, and card, and the flower, usually roses. So that's what we're gonna give to my godson. And if you have any questions, please let me know. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. See ya, bye bye.